Hello and good day, it's me Nathan and welcome back to Genuine Tutorial. For today's video, itutuloy lang natin ang pagsasagot ng mga sample problem sa force and components. Well, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung unang dalawang examples natin, ay ilalagay ko na lang yung link sa description and sa comment section. Okay, ito na yung pangatlong problem natin para sa force and components ng statics of rigid body. Meron tayong figure dito na naka-placed in a inclined surface. Yung surface natin ay may degree na 40 degree. Okay? At yung object natin ay may weight na 120 Newton. And this object is held at rest by the force P. Yung force P natin is may given angles. Okay? First is 10 degree angle when we use the global axis. And 50 degree, 40 plus 10 is 50. 50 degree kapag sinundan natin tong surface na to by the use of local axis. The requirement in this problem is to determine the value of P and the normal force. So normal force is indicated as letter N, capital N. Take note that the weight is always directed downward due to gravity, and the normal force is always perpendicular to the surface in contact. So yung surface in contact natin is itong part na to, yung contact between the ground and the object. There are two ways to solve this problem. First is by the use of global axis, and second is by the use of local axis. So yung weight natin is directed downward, so along the y-axis. So that is 120 Newton. Okay. Itong normal force naman natin is directed dito sa quadrant 2. So yung angle niyan is, okay, if 40 degree itong inclined natin, it means the angle dito sa normal force natin with respect to y is 40 degree. So directed yan dito. Okay. So for the P, meron naman tayong 10 degree with respect to x axis. So 10 degree. So using this diagram, we can easily find the value of unknown force and component. So okay, unahin natin yung summation of x. So summation of x, force x is equal to 0. Okay, remember, all forces going to the right is positive and all forces going to the left is negative. So we have P, positive P, cosine 10 minus, okay, yung N is force going to the left. So negative N sine 40. Okay, equal to 0. So P cosine 10 is equal to N sine 40. Okay. Next is for the summation of force y is equal to 0. Okay, all forces going downward is negative. All forces going upward is positive. So we have positive N cosine 40 minus 120, the weight. Okay, minus P, may degree. So sine 10 is equal to 0. Okay. So ang next na gagawin natin dyan is pag-combine natin tong two equation natin. Ito at ito. So ang gagawin natin sa unang equation ay kukuha lang tayo ng bagong value. Let's say kuha tayo ng value ng P. So divide both sides by cosine 10. Cancellation ng cosine 10 dito. So P is equal to N sine 40 over cosine 10. Okay. Itong P na to isasub natin dito sa second equation para mahanap natin yung value ng normal force or ng N. So N cosine 40 minus 120 minus P. So N sine 40 over cosine 10 times sine 10. Okay, is equal to 0. So using calculator, so N, let's say yung N is equal to X, cosine 40 minus 120 minus N sine 40 divided by cosine 10 multiply by sine 10. Okay. 40 Okay, divided by cosine 10 multiply by sine 10. Shift, solve, equal. So the value of n is equal to 183.8506 Newton. Okay, since may value na tayo ng normal force, we can easily identify or we can easily solve the value of P using this one. So P is equal to 183.8506 sine 40 over cosine 10. Okay, so P is equal to, so answer sine 40 divided by cosine 10. So the value of P is equal to 120 Newton. Okay, ayan yung mga sagot for the P value and the normal force. So sagutan na rin natin to gamit ang local axis para malaman natin kung tama ba yung ginawa natin sa global axis method. So yung local axis natin ay magbe-base tayo sa surface na to. So naka-inclined. The y-axis is perpendicular. Ayan, ito ay x, ito ay y. Okay. So ang P natin ngayon is equal to 50 degree. So directed siya dyan. This is P. So yung angle niya is nandito sa y-x axis. 50 degree. Okay. Yung weight naman natin is directed downward pa rin. So ito ay 120 Newton. And the N or the normal force is directed naman dito sa y. N. Okay. So directed siya dyan since na naka-perpendicular naman siya dito sa surface natin. So perpendicular, it means ito ay in 90 degree. Okay. O, diba? Mas madali. So ang kagandahan kasi ng local axis, you can save time to solve a problem, especially for the problems na medyo complicated. This is P. Okay. So, ganun lang ulit. Summation of force X is equal to 0. So, yung force X lang natin dito is 120 and the P. Okay. By the way, yung angle nga pala nitong value natin or ng weight is equal to is equal to 40 degree. Okay. So, 40 degree din to. Okay, continue. Summation of force X is equal to 0. So, P. Okay. P cosine 50 minus 120 sine 40. 120. Okay, sine 40 is equal to 0. So, P is equal to 120 sine 40 divided by cosine 50. So P is equal to 120 sine 40 divided by cosine 50. P is equal to 120 Newton. Okay. For the N. So to find the value of the normal force, gagamit naman tayo ng summation of force Y is equal to 0. All forces upward is positive, all forces downward is negative. So we have positive N minus P, positive N minus P sine 50 minus 120 cosine 40 is equal to 0. Since may value na tayo ng P, isab na lang natin dito. So N is equal to 120 sine 50. Okay, plus 120 cosine 40. So N is equal to 120. Okay, sine 50 plus cosine 40. So 183.85066 Newton. So ito na yung final answer. So i-compare natin. So as you can see, pareho sila ng sagot. P is equal to 120 Newton. P is equal to 120 Newton. N is equal to 183.85 Newton. And also for the global, 183.85007 Newton. So either use the global or the local axis will do. Okay. So ito na yung end ng video tutorial natin ngayon. So kung may mga katanungan kayo regarding sa sinagutan natin ngayon ay you are free. Okay? You are free na magtanong sa ating comments. If you are new in my channel, don't forget to click the like and the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for you to be notified in our latest uploads. Goodbye.